What's up, schmucks? I hope you're doing well. I'm going to be trying something new today where I just turn on my microphone and I start talking. I'm probably not going to edit this a lot. I might put some gameplay in the background. I guess you'll be seeing if I did that or not. But I am working on other videos right now. I'm trying to make a Superman video. I'm making a video about the MCU. So I'm trying to dedicate myself to videos I really want to make, but I also need to keep the channel relevant. I go too long without uploading things, and that's not good. So I need to upload things, even if they're not to my usual standards, which kills me a little bit, but I'm hoping I can make it work. Anyway, let's take a look at Hurry Up Tomorrow. Hurry Up Tomorrow is directed by Trey Edward Schultz. It stars The Weeknd, Jenna Ortega, and Barry Keoghan. Hurry Up Tomorrow is semi-tied to The Weeknd's latest album of the same name, but also not really, and it tells the story of a fictionalized version of The Weeknd who meets a mysterious fan, played by Jenna Ortega, coming off the back of a breakup and a concert gone wrong. This fan then takes The Weeknd on a journey of self-reflection and self-discovery. And that's kind of what the movie's about, but as we're going to discuss, nothing is happening in this. This is not a real movie. It's just vibes and nonsense. And that's the end of my written section. I have a couple notes here. I'm gonna yap. Let's get into it. Oh yeah, by the way, I'm a really big Weeknd fan. I really like The Weeknd. I think his music is excellent. I didn't watch The Idol, and I'm never going to off the back of this, but I'm a big fan of his, and I saw this at a fan event that they had on Wednesday, and the deal was that you could go and you could see it a few days early, and there would be extra stuff for the fans or whatever. And what that extra stuff is the music video for the song Hurry Up Tomorrow, but also the people I saw this movie with, fucking insufferable. The guy directly in front of me kept taking his phone out to take pictures of the movie or record parts of the movie, and there was a part where he kept his flash on for something, and I wanted so badly to kick him in the back of the fucking head, but also he looked a lot bigger than me, and I wasn't gonna risk getting my ass kicked at a Weeknd movie because I was already not enjoying the movie, and I think getting the shit kicked out of me would have just made it worse, so I decided to just suck it up. But what the fuck? Don't go on your phone in the middle of a movie, you fucking prick. What are you doing? All right, anyway, let's talk about this movie. This is not very good. You know, it's bad. This is not a good movie, and I didn't like it. It's all vibes. It is a movie that is not about anything. There's no plot. There's no real characters. You don't learn anything about anybody in the movie. It's just a lot of people saying weird dialogue, yelling at each other, crying every once in a while, and that's kind of it. It looks really pretty. This is a stunning movie to look at. There is some beautiful cinematography. It's edited really well, but it's not about anything. Nothing is ever happening. It's also really stupid, and by the end of the movie, some of the stupidity can kind of be excused because of the mechanism the movie is playing with, but that mechanism in itself is really stupid. It's also boring. It is so boring. I almost fell asleep about halfway through. I think I was halfway through. There came a point in this movie where I was like, are we still in the first act? Nothing's happened yet. When is this gonna kick into gear? And it never really does. There is a part where Jenna Ortega does something to The Weeknd, and I was like, okay, cool, this is probably the end of the first act, right? But that's like halfway through the movie, and nothing of substance or note happens after that. It's just like, shit is happening, but it doesn't have value or weight to it. The best way I could describe this movie is it's just kind of a waste of time. But the movie also thinks that it is so much smarter than it is. It's so snobby and pretentious, but it's not good enough to be pretentious and get away with it. Like, I think Quentin Tarantino movies, they are pretentious and snobby, but his movies are good enough where I kind of accept that. He's allowed to be a pretentious douchebag because he's making a good movie. This is not that. This is a movie that is made by people who think they're making an elevated thriller, when in actuality, they've just made something that's about nothing. There's also some terrible needle drops in this. There's a couple songs in this that are not from the new album Hurry Up Tomorrow, but almost every other song in the movie is from Hurry Up Tomorrow, which I kind of get, you know, like, you want this movie to tie into the album, you'd promote that music, but it never comes naturally. It's just like a character will get in a car and one of the songs starts playing, or a character will walk into a room and the song is playing, but it's never organic. And also, because this is a movie about The Weeknd, where The Weeknd is the protagonist, just, I don't know, it feels very self-serving. Speaking of self-serving, I won't spoil anything, but there's a scene in this movie where one of the characters spends about 5 minutes stroking The Weeknd's ego. It is some next level level fucking self-sucking off, and it's been a long time since I found a scene that uncomfortable to watch. It's literally 5 minutes of someone going, oh my god, your music's so good, and it's so elevated, and people just don't get it. They think you're making pop songs, but I know you're making real art, Mr. Weeknd. Shut the fuck up. I need to know if he wrote that scene himself. Did Abel sit down, write this fucking scene where someone glazes him like there's no tomorrow, and then hand it in and go, we need this. This is integral to the plot. Shit was painful to watch, man. I will say, Jenna Ortega is really good in this. She goes from being this kind of soft, kind, sweet, innocent girl to being kind of terrifying, but never in a way that feels unbelievable, because she's still rather small. Jenna Ortega is not a big person. She's not a big presence, but she carries herself in a way that does make her intimidating, and she does that very, very well. Barry Keoghan is in this, I think. I don't know. He's kind of in it. And The Weeknd is not an actor. Of all the singers turned actors, I think Kid Cudi's the only one who's really pulling it off. The Weeknd is not an actor. Again, I haven't seen The Idol. I'm never gonna watch The Idol. He's not good in this. There's a couple moments where I was like, okay, he's doing some acting there. He's doing a big acting. This is okay. But then the rest of it feels really inauthentic and kind of bad. And I hate saying that. I like The Weeknd. I like his music. This is really bad. This is a bad movie. He's not a good actor. I didn't like this. And I'm not going to spoil anything, but the movie is trying to tell a story about a person who's like self-reflecting and learning about themselves and figuring out what their flaws are, and it just doesn't work. I think the thing that bothered me about this movie so much is that I get it, but it's like, the movie, like I said it before, but the movie thinks it's so much smarter than it is. And the thing to get in this movie is not complicated. It doesn't have the weight the movie thinks it has. And it's so fucking shallow. I'm fucking scraping the bottom of the barrel here, man. I have nothing to say about this movie. Hurry Up Tomorrow is boring. It's about nothing until it thinks it's about something, but the something it's about is not as interesting or meaningful as the movie wants to think that it is. Jenna Ortega is delightful. She continues her streak of being a great actor who only does bad movies. She needs to fire her agent. Barry Keoghan is kind of in this, I guess. I don't care. And The Weeknd is a bad actor. The more I think about it, he's just not good. Stick to the music, man. Just make more music. I like your music. Do more music. But yeah, I wouldn't recommend Hurry Up Tomorrow. Go see Sinners again. Go see Thunderbolts again. Just see something that isn't this. All right, that's gonna do it. This was nice. I liked just kind of spinning my wheels. I might just do this forever. This is awesome. If you enjoyed this, leave a like. If you didn't, leave a dislike. Subscribe if you want to hear me talk about movies some more, and I hope to see you next time. Bye.